Texas. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
From midfield now. Lamb. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And it's interesting, isn't it? The psychology of a team coming onto the field down 8-0 instead of the normal 7, or sometimes when you're fortunate, just 6. 8-0 almost connotes a sense of urgency that really isn't there yet. It's too early in the game. Go down and score. Heck, kick the extra point and be down 1. Don't chase points too early. Just worry about scoring.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Jones gonna throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it, because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go. And let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At their own 30-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to go up top again. He rifled up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Jones. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
This will be caught at about the 6.
Complete to Evan Ingram.
The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 8 catches, 98 yards, 2 shy of 100.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category.
3rd down.
Throwing Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, 30, 20, and he... takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of... What we're seeing right here, you don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6. And then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team.
Get ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't. Better with the football on this possession.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
You got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another pass.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So the Cowboys now bringing the offense out there to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And some room to roll now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams are just panic.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Barkley on the handoff.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now Burrow on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
1st and 10.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Able to get away, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Burrow's pass.
Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll fight. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Point conversion.
Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his 1st catch. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down
from the 28. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Jones.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting out.
It's brought in left side by Tate. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Over at the 34-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Jones going to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
1st and 10 at their own 20. 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Burrow's sack. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 36 yards on the play.
First and goal.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the 10-yard line.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Burrow's sack.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
On the move to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Jones now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Jones pass.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
He's taken
The Giants on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown. Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. To return, it's McKinnon. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Barkley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now Jones on 3rd down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Tate. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. at the 46.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Room to run again. And he is. Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We have hit halftime. Still the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Gain of 5 brings up second.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
New York.
Jones on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
Another try for Barkley, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd.
Someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays and only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Game ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 69 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think. You just say, well, my kicker's hurt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown reception. for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Giants' 1st down.
Again, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the draw, this is Barkley, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Jones now on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, Giants.
Come to my work. Mike 35. Mike 35. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
23.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Sterling Shepard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gilmore.
To throw again. Jones. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Play to the running back.
The tackle there by Crayvon LeBlanc.
9-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Cowboy.
A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The Cowboys now will once again go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
New York ready to go again offensively. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, New York.
35's the Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 30.
Jones now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Throwing again. Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Giants 23.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. For another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And they're well. Past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
Tons on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They're going to snuff. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Ball sits on the 12, 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and run for him. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 44 yards on the ground. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Toss play to Jackson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Two-point conversion.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
To return, it's McKinnon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
It's caught. Shepard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Sterling Shepard.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants 1st down.
1st down, New York.
35 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike 35, Mike 35. Check pass.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
10-yard.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones. Caught right side. Tate.
Jones.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Giants first down.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
44-yard line.
From the gun, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jones sacked.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Julian Love. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Now Jones to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help.